Good morning, everyone. This is Srikant Rajan. Welcome back to the morning market report with MPIinvest.com. Well, today we have something really exciting to talk about. What is it? It is about the recession. Now, you might be wondering, we are talking about recession and it's exciting. Well, with me, make it exciting at MPI Invest because it's simple. Because anything such as a recession is not something new in the market. And we have seen this multiple times. Who creates recession? It's all of us. And who removes recession? It's again all of us. Yes, so we have the inflation data which came out yesterday in India, and the inflation has actually gone up and it has touched 7.4%. So this has gone up higher than last month, and that is something not looking good. Yeah, so we also are expecting the US inflation data tomorrow, and that also may be bad. So that is something that we need to watch out. So the markets can get spooked, and there are chances the market can even fall slightly. But then, what are we talking about excitement here? Well, excitement is nothing but excitement to add good stocks into our kitty at a better price. What else? Isn't it? Yes. So let me start off the day by talking about what happened yesterday. So if you look at yesterday, the Nifty opened almost flat, and from there we could see the market actually rising continuously till the end of the day. So that's something good. Again, 17,000 is acting as a very important support. Even though we could see the market actually going down, we had discussed 16,950 to 17,000 is a very important support, and that exactly was respected again yesterday. So that is something looking really good, and this only increases our positivity and confidence on Indian stock market, saying that Indian stock market has been extraordinarily performing in such a situation where the entire global markets are weak and most of the markets are close to its 52-week low, and Indian market is just about slightly more than 10% down from its 52-week high. So isn't that amazing? So we are still in a great economy, very strong economy, but then yes, these kind of small things like recession coming up and all these things are something I would say an opportunity for new investors to come back into the market and start investing. I am saying if you have still not invested, at least start investing with a mutual fund, and I am sure you will be sitting with amazing profits in the upcoming years. So that's something you need to do. So if you look at Nifty, the Nifty actually opened flat and then went on to rise. We could see it closing slightly above 17,100, but then after the Indian markets closed, the US markets continue to consolidate. So US markets are also in a consolidation mode after a big fall. In fact, they've been on a continuous fall for more than a week, and still it has been consolidating. So just good thing is that US markets have not fallen big, but similarly there was small selling that actually has come in the Nasdaq, and that's normal because they are awaiting the CPI, the Consumer Price Index, which is the inflation data in the US, which would come out today evening. So that's something to be watched out. So apart from that, yesterday there was an event in the US. We remember discussing yesterday in the market report that the Federal Reserve is coming out with its minutes of the meeting. And they actually came out and told that the market is looking really good. I mean, the US market, job market is looking good as jobs are increasing. Economy is still in a very strong mode. But then the people in the lower category are suffering because of the inflation. So that is not good. And they only came out with a hawkish stance saying that the interest rates are continuing to go up, and definitely they want to make it tighter because they see that after multiple hikes that they've been doing, they are still not seeing any change in the inflation numbers. Or I would say they are not still seeing any change of the economic tumbling down. So this is definitely what they want to take care of. They want to ensure that the interest rates are continued, to be raised so that the economy can get some pressure and the inflation can come down. If in fact, if you look at the US market, US inflation target is 2%, and they are sitting with almost more than 9% of inflation. Similarly, if you look at India, the India's inflation target is 6%, and we are sitting at 7.4%. So of course, India is in a much better situation than US. But then, of course, with the global negativity and a market like US, which is the most strongest market in the world, is weak. Definitely, that is not going to give confidence to investors in India as well to rise up. Now, among all these bad things, I would say some good things is that yesterday HCL came out with the results. We were of course expecting, isn't it? So we discussed in the weekly meeting also. HCL came out with good results, and the results were much better than expectation, better than the market expectation, and that's some reason why we could see HCL already going up yesterday. It was up more than 1.5% yesterday. So one more thing that not that great would be Wipro. Wipro did come out with results. Their sequentially, if you look at quarter to quarter, their profits have actually gone up. That is kind of okay, but then year on year the profits have come down by 9%, which is not good. And this also was not new to MPA family members, because we have discussed this also, and that's exactly why we have already exited Wipro and actually used that fund to invest in something better. And definitely that action is something that we can be happy about. So that's something which is happening right now. So IT stocks are in focus. So as of now, we saw TCS came out with the results, HCL came out with the results, both were really good. So this means this can give some positivity. In fact, HCL even came out and told that they are, seeing a higher revenue growth in the upcoming quarters. And not only that, they have one of the highest deals or order bank right now from their history. That is something really good. So these are all things which is going to give positivity to HCL, and that's exactly why we could see HCL also going up. So now we are still waiting for one important result, that is today's result, which is Infosys. Yes, Infosys results are coming out today. There are also chances of a buyback being announced after this. So all those things are something which is going to give some excitement to the IT sector, and that's exactly why we are invested well in the IT sector. Now, something to validate our decision is something which I read recently. The top mutual funds in India have actually invested huge in the IT sector. Definitely, why not? Because IT sector has corrected so much in the past few months that IT sector is actually looking very good in terms of valuation. So that's exactly why we are also invested heavily in MPI family in the IT sector, and definitely it's going to give us amazing returns in the upcoming months. So that's something I'm very confident about. So apart from that, if you look at the Indian market today is our weekly expiry, Thursday. Yes. Now, in MPI, for members who don't know, in MPI family, we have something called as Gold Club, where we all trade in different nifty positions, and we make positional trades on a daily basis that gives us some good returns for a week. The target that we generally set is about 1%, but this week we've actually crossed 1% and we're sitting close to 2%. So Thursday on expiry day, we know the volatility is on a peak, and also it can be risky at times. So we may not go in for a risky trade because we are already sitting with more than 1.5% profit for this week. So we would just take off some simple trades and complete the week, hopefully probably touch even 2%. Let's see how the market moves there. So that's something on the cards for today. So apart from that, if you look at the top gainers yesterday, we could see Power Grid, the stock that we entered just a few weeks back. Again, getting back to power, we could see Power Grid as a top gainer yesterday. It was up by almost 3%. We could also see Coal India kind of recovering and doing well. Asian Paints has been falling continuously. So Asian Paints is yet another good company to be investing in. So let me look at how we get an opportunity to re-enter. So we had entered Asian Paints long back, booked some profit. We do have some more holding, and now let us look at re-entering Asian Paints. Let's see how things go. So whenever I am entering, I will definitely share this in our community for sure. Right. So apart from that, we could see the US market now is waiting for the CPI, and because of which the entire Asian markets today has been on a negative mode. Yes. So Japan, Hong Kong, China, everywhere there is a negativity right now. Very small, though it's not a big fall that they've seen. They've they're sitting with about 0.5% to 0.6% down. But then, of course, that is some kind of slight negativity there. So it all depends on how the CPI data in the US comes today evening. I would say midnight Indian time. So that's something to be on focus. So apart from that, if you look at the day today, I would say we are seeing a slight gap down opening, almost 50 points, which is okay. So we are still opening. We might still open above 17,000. So that's still a good sign. But then naturally being Thursday, the volatility will be at its peak, and we can also expect huge volatile movements. And if at all we see some good movements, that could be caught for some good profits in MPA Gold Club. So with that, I'm sure we should be ending this week with a great profit again. So we should look forward to yet another great weekend. and let us discuss more about this on the Sunday meeting. So, of course, we have one more market report for this week. That is tomorrow morning. Tomorrow is a Friday, right? So, yes, we have an amazing week. Looking forward to yet another amazing weeks for further future. So, with that, this is Srikant Rajan signing off. But before we leave, do remember that you have to press the subscribe button and the bell icon. Only then you'll get notified when we have the next market report live. Of course, it's tomorrow at 8 a.m. But then if you are pressing the bell button, you will definitely be able to be on a part of the live session where you can even type out your chat and you can have an interaction between us, right? And do share this podcast. Oh my God, again, it's not a podcast. Share this market report with your friends and relatives to help them learn and invest together with us. Goodbye. Have a great day.